Sprinter van blower motor replacement. If you guys have a problem with a screechy one, let me see if I can get some screech for you. Oh, is it going to work without screeching now? I swear, this thing, every time I try to replace it, it keeps resurrecting itself. And it keeps working the way it should be working. Last time I tried to do this, it was in Oregon. Pulled the old one out, put this one in, and this one wouldn't turn on. But then I put the old one in, and the old one worked. Then I pulled the old one out, gave this a tap, and this one worked. Then I put the old one in, and the old one kept on working. So I was like, okay, I got another more than half a year of life out of it. And now it was making all kinds of screeching noise and all kinds of noises. So I figured, okay, I'm going to pull my Amazon one out, replace it, and now it's not screeching. What about, oh, there it goes. You guys hear that? That's nothing. That's not even a bad noise yet. It makes a lot worse of a noise. If yours is starting to make that noise, it'll go. But you got to understand that the life of it is not going to be very long anymore. So you guys got to replace it. I'm tired of this one. I ain't doing it the fourth time. Third time they say is the charm. But hey, I guess the fourth time is the charm. Because seriously, it kept resurrecting itself. Every time I'd pull it out, tap on it, it would start working. So I'm like, okay, then I'm not going to replace you. I've had this thing for a couple of years. And this one is just... yeah, anyway. I'm not dealing with this. If it started making that noise, somebody might say, well, you could lube it up and it'll still keep going. I guess you could throw some, WD-40 on it or whatever. And see, let it penetrate it and lube up and all that. But hey, I'm done with it. I'm gonna put it on the shelf though. Maybe some other time I'll put some WD-40 on it if this one goes out. But these things, it's a normal problem with Sprinter vans. A few years go by and these blower motors, with how much driving we do, how many miles we put on, some people might say, well, your vehicle is only 2 years old and you're already replacing that. I've driven my vehicle for 10 years, so you got to understand that we put on 100, I was about to sneeze. Bless you, bless me. You got to understand, we put on 100 to 150,000 miles a year on these vans. So basically, these things, if you don't put on 150,000, a year, you got to understand that. I'm going to turn the noise off. It's bugging me. I've heard enough of it. Listened to enough of that. If you don't put on that many miles on your vehicle, what's up?
What's up?
Is it all good? Okay, you can take that. Then yeah, of course yours is going to last longer, but you have to understand, we put on tons of miles. Within 2 years, we got, anywhere between 250 to 300,000 miles on it for good expediting drivers. And these things are just a German problem that you do have to get rid of by just replacing a new one. And a new one from the dealership costs a ton of money. Cheapest one on Amazon, I think, is like either $39 or under $50 for sure, but I think the last one I got, it was like $39. And I was like, well, even if it lasts me a year or whatever, $39 is still cheaper than hundreds of dollars from the dealership. So I ain't getting one from a dealer. The last one, the very last one I got for this van, I actually picked it up at Spalding's here locally. That's a automotive wrecking yard / junkyard where you get used parts. So you can definitely go get a used one. And when you plug it in, if it doesn't work, then you just tap on this pretty good with a hammer or with something heavy. Tap on it good and then plug it back in, and you're going to get life out of it, because sometimes the motor just simply gets a little bit stuck in there. So this is a brand new one. I'm going to pull my old one out real quick as soon as I get my screwdriver back. You got to take the glove box off. Just a few screws I'll show you guys. So you open your glove box. It's got a couple tabs in there. These tabs, you just push in and this part comes out. Push. You gotta use two hands with two tabs, pretty much. That comes out. And you got 3 screws here. Mine only has 2. So you unscrew these real quick, and then you unscrew this, and this part will come out. There's 3 screws up here. Well, mine only has 2. I guess I lost some already by going in and out of here a lot of times, and then I'll show you guys it sits over there. Okay, here it is. You guys can see it already. It says Sprinter 2014. That's what the vehicle it came off of when I bought it at the wrecking yard. So all you do is you spin this way, spin it, grab this, and spin it to the left. It's got some brackets in there that it holds onto. You got to use 2 hands usually. Spin it, it comes off, and you just unplug this bottom plug right here. That one I'm pointing at. Unplug that and you're good. Put the new one in. And the last bolt you'll have to take out is one of these, this one down here. Then you have some access to actually pull this back. Before plugging it in, you guys want to check it. Make sure it spins. Mine spins, blows air. No squeaks, no nothing. So now you just put it in the same spot, twist it to the right until you hear a clicking sound, and then you're done. Okay, it's in blowing. Basically, you just align your clips. That one, and then there's probably like one more showing hidden, but it's in there. And you just twist it to the right until you hear a click. The way you know it's in, over here, this part here, you'll just be flush inside of that bracket and you're done. So that's how you would replace a blower motor in a Sprinter van. Doesn't matter what kind of Sprinter van, they're all located in the same area. As long as it's 2007 and up, I believe. 07 and up. They're all in the same area. Take care, guys. If you like the video, like and thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.